As a protection security specialist and nationally registered advanced emergency medical technician with triple canopy at Constellus, Justin Garrett Luper has dedicated himself to protecting his clients. Growing up in Houston, Texas, Mr. Luper had no idea what he wanted to do for a career. He joined the U.S. Navy in 1994, where he thought about looking at air traffic control or aviation electronic technician roles. While these appealed to him, he did not see much application for the skills they would provide outside of the military, and he did not intend to make the military his career. Mr. Luper was 2 or 3 weeks into a deployment across the Pacific on his way to Japan when 6 military officers were blown across the flight deck. He had run down to the medical department and asked the senior medical director if he could stand and watch how the events unfolded. At that point, it occurred to him that he wanted to be in emergency medicine. He then spoke to Captain Sprigg, the senior medical director, and he was the one who enlisted him for 4 years and sent him to training. Mr. Luper then worked in an emergency room setting for 4 years and in an ambulance for 3 years. In addition, what inspired him to be involved in contracting with the Department of Defense was the fact that he simply could not earn a decent living on the ambulance or in the ER in order to provide the quality of life that he wanted for himself and for his daughters. Mr. Luper considers Lieutenant Commander Jason Beard and Captain Sprigg of the U.S. Navy to be his mentors. They both inspired him to attend the Naval School of Health Sciences until med school, as well as to become an EMT. A passionate protector, Mr. Luper takes great pride in the fact that he has completed approximately 3,500 missions with a 100% success rate. In addition, as he puts it, not one of his clients has ever been harmed, shamed, embarrassed, or harassed under his protection. He recalls an incident in Kabul in May 31, 2017, in which a truck bomb detonated, killing more than 400 people. Mr. Luper and his team rushed to the scene, recovering 22 patients and escorting them to safety in under 2 hours. In another instance, Mr. Luper and 3 others braved rocket fire to rescue a patient that had been incapacitated by shrapnel. Above all, he considers the fact that in his deployments he never had to pull a trigger, a major accomplishment in and of itself. As a tragic consequence for working so long in a war-torn region of the world, Mr. Luper was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. As a way of coping with the illness, he is focused on learning more about it and researching treatments with the hope of one day using his knowledge to help others recover. Mr. Luper's advice to young men and women who are embarking on a selfless path in the same field is that if they seek their desires in their professional career and pursue them relentlessly, they will achieve those goals and discover their ambitions. A proud father, he considers his greatest overall accomplishment to be raising his 2 daughters, Natalie and Reagan.